What's up, guys? Lightning over here, and welcome back to 1000 Lives. Up there. Push that email back. Okay, change size of the, yeah. No, yeah, so, we're not enough score or something, but, so I must have had one of those stands. Okay. So, I would just do 12. No, is that fair? So, yeah, it's gonna be 12. This is where the last one was. No, it's not really. Okay. No, that last one. Some ideas are more ridiculous than others, or even impossible. Taking into account our resources, the truth is that I consider all of it excessive and assume that everything will end with an all-night grad party at a locally rented building like every other year. This has one of the best soundtracks of every game I've played. That's soundtrack. I love the good soundtracks. Probably reason why I like Persona 5 so much. What a great soundtrack. After tossing out ideas, everyone seems to reach a consensus. Everyone, at least those who were listening, proudly give their approval. Is that okay with you, Edwin? Can you see yourself participating? It may be my tactum attitude that caused all eyes to follow me after the discussion, as if they were looking for an endorsement that they don't need. You're going to do whatever you want, right? I told you before that I'll follow along no matter what you decide to do, Ziva, but don't get used to it, okay? Ziva takes an eternity smile, with a heavily satisfied look on her face. It makes me feel like she thinks she's won some sort of battle that I didn't even participate in, forcing me to avert my gaze. The dialogue, or more like chatter, gets longer and goes off topic to unfunny jokes that for some reason still make us laugh non-stop. Having to admit, despite being the principal dissident sound all throughout the committee's meeting, it sure does feel like time flies by now. Before I realize it, Ziva demands our attention once again, this time to bring the meeting to a close. Well, I think it should be enough for today. We always have another meeting if something comes up, but for now, I think we all know what we have to do. I'm going to notify that we're done. Can an innocent soul that studies here come with me to help explain the situation to the teachers? Ziva is clearly staring at the only other woman in the room as she asks. Sure, I'll go too, but what about Cleo? Wouldn't one be enough? Okay, come. You don't have to push. The ladies' trio leaves the classroom with more aspiration than they left on. It was as obvious an excuse as saying they needed to powder their noses. After all, Ziva was a student from the school not too long ago. She should know the teachers there well enough not to need any help. The departure opens a gap between those left behind. The room now filled with an unescapable silence, or at least until Aussie decides to open his mouth. Well, it seems us men are all alone now. I was waiting for the opportunity. I think the two of you have some explaining to do. Liz and I look at each other, both sharing the exact same expression. What is he talking about? Less feigning ignorance and more answer. Come on, which girl do you guys like best? Then I realized that's Aussie who's talking. What else could it have been? We're all gentlemen here, so we should be able to reach an agreement. 3 girls, 3 boys, the answer is quite obvious. Nor mine. Weren't you pretty concerned about Claire possibly underaged before? Did you manage to get over that crisis already? Well, I've had enough time now to build our love nest close to the beach where we'll spend the glorious rest of our days together, running a ball for the two of us. I must admit that the speed of your imagination is as overwhelming as ever. I know, but you can't leave the praise for later. Now I'd like to know how Dins feels about all of this. Oh no, because you were the last one to join, you don't get any priority when choosing. There's not too much to say. I've been studying here my entire life. Both Lucy and Eva have been my classmates for quite some time. I don't know Lucy as well though. She came to the school later. When was it? 3 or 4 years ago? The point is, Eva changed schools this past year. So quickly I lost contact with her. Before that though, the three of us were friends. I met Claire more or less the same time as Eva. However, we've always been in different classes, and we aren't close at all. To be honest, it's like she purposely avoids any contact with others you know. Basically, we're not serious about any of them, if that's what you're worried about. I see. You have me all feeling luck that girls like Zima transit schools to stay. On my side, that's the problem with my magnetic sexuality. I like to be less handsome, but it's the perfection that chose me, not the other way around. I think he actually believes all the stuff he's saying too. I came here 6 years ago, after I went half the war with my parents. That's when I met my companion here. He was also new me just enrolled in Dujan and was in need of my guidance. He was now inseparable. Not so much inseparable, let's just say that I felt pity. In any case, we don't agree that all the girls are mine. You, Dance, are the last one to join, but maybe you still get some leftovers, like by licking the boots from time to time or something. And Sal has his dolls, figuring or whatever, he doesn't count. Be respectful, they're not even human, but they have dignity. Come on, Commander, let's be serious. They're tiny heaps of plastic. All my figurines are males, though. Actually, I have one Android 18. I also had a Inuyasha, Shomaru, Kikyo, Kagome, and Inuyasha, Kagome, Sango, Shishomaru. I think that might have been it. Might have been one more. I don't remember. All I know is my Sango's head broke off. My Shomaru's head can be popped off. My Kagome's, and I think Kagome and Inuyasha to that actually never popped head or broke. And I am on Inuyasha who lost a foot. I also have Yugi somewhere. But I think that's it for actually figurines I had a female. Android 18 and Kagome is song though. I did want one of my waifu, but they're like $300, $200 off Amazon. I'm like, why are my waifu so expensive? Yeah, Dragon Ball Z characters get like $20 for a Dragon Ball Z character. My waifu is like $200, $300. Only other anime had 3 figurines made in the all-female characters. I'm like, the man doesn't get a figurine, but he's epic. I wish I didn't move, they were just in the 3rd season, but no Kami meant to pick it up. Anyway. The You Can Lick Moose guy is telling me about seriousness. You try nothing someone's wishes, honestly. Have you never heard of the Pagamolin effect? I have never, but I heard of the Mandela effect. And the butterfly effect. Honestly, sure, clues as to what Dins is talking about. The Pagamolian effect is an incident where a person, through his or own belief of that another manages to achieve something with faith alone. Like you may realize your dreams if you believe that they'll come true. His name comes from the Greek myth of King Chameleon, who sculpts a statue of the woman named Galatea and he falls in love with her. His love and desire to be with her is so strong that Aphrodite, the goddess herself, answers prayers to bring Alita to life. Are you telling me that if you believe hard enough, you and past fiends come to life? Of course not. Myths are simply stories that have a lot of variation or unknown origin. In any case, if this is the version that has been passed on for generations, there must be a reason, right? I'm unconvinced no matter how you put it. What do you think, Saw? It would have to be a life size, a life size of my character. Of my life, if that was true. Me? I am both crazy and even more crazy than your Greeks, apparently. Well, Matt, guys, neither have you walked in the middle of our conversation or pay any mind to how important what we men were discussing before might have been. But it's not like we had anything else to discuss anyway, so the three of us settle down and let Ziva speak. We're finished for today, so you can start tidying the classroom before it gets late. Contrary to Ziva's enthusiasm, the two girls accompanying her share a disconcerted expression as they enter. Both of them look at me, once reflecting on each of my eyes, but it's Ziva's voice that wakes them up and causes everything to return to normal. The meeting ends, and even though we only talk, I still feel totally exhausted. When they proposed that we hang out a bit longer, I had to politely decline the invitation. I'm not the only one who goes home instead either. Diz disappears as if he was some kind of prisoner on the run, and Claire announces her departure with a bashful voice, weak as that of a newborn baby child. Each goes their own way, taking a different path, even though our town is exceptionally small. But it doesn't take long until I have my first re-encounter. I answer the voice, the way it's meant to be, and not the shy fake one she feigned only minutes ago. It's Claire. What up, Syrian? Nope. You mind if I walk with you? Your house is in the same direction as mine. I nod indifferently and wait for her to catch up so that we can continue onward. Whatever you want, but how exactly do you know where I live? Why wouldn't I know, Syrian? I feel like when I do Claire's voice, it just changes. I just do like the same voice as Ziva, Luce, and Claire. I feel like my voice just changes to a female side voice when I do a female. Just instinctively, I don't even try. It's weird to me that my voice is like changes when I do a female voice. I stopped. I was half joking, but her answer is too large of a red flag for me to ignore it. Seriously. Seriously what? I'm on my address. How do you know it? I followed you home before, so there's no mystery to it. I thought you were more intelligent than this, Ian. What else could it be? Impossible to compute logic. Please contact the manufacturer immediately. Claire, I probably should ask this considering my criminal record, but how would you feel if I told you that I'm secretly following you around? Well, why not? Everyone is free to do whatever they want. I'll get straight to the point so I'm getting anywhere. Is you include pictures of me on all your walls or anything like that? Of course not. Don't you have any sense of taste? Such a self-centered style wouldn't be good for the Feng Shu, Syrian. I can see legitimate displeasure coming from Claire as we speak. As sincere as everything that comes from her. It doesn't detract from the importance of her words though, but it only makes them appear even more bizarre. I'm gonna get serious because we still aren't getting anywhere. Please try to give me a clear explanation for all of this. I don't see the problem here, but okay. I wanted to know why you chose to approach me as you did. All those emails say came out of nowhere, and now you're telling me that you've been stalking me? If you wanted to speak with me, it would have been easier to. I don't know what to ask. Why do you have to make it so complicated? Syrian, we've already discussed this. You're never going to calm down until you find the answer that suits you the most, not the truth, am I right? Claire shakes her head, displeased with no intention of responding any further, and now that because I refuse it, she decides to speak once again. Now I'm going to end it there. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to go down there, click that like button, let me know you're enjoying the content, and support the channel. And if you haven't done it already, click the subscribe button, join the Pride Army, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.